What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. So today I wanted to discuss what's been a relatively controversial issue in the fitness industry lately, and that's going over a reverse diet and a more recently introduced term primarily by 3D Muscle Journey, which is the recovery diet. So right now what I'm showing you is a current physique update of what I look like about 6 months after I won my pro card, and I myself followed a reverse diet. So I'm roughly up about 2 to 3 pounds, and this is about 6 months, like I said, after I competed and after I won my pro card. So first, let's start with definitions of each reverse diet and recovery diet. A reverse diet is basically at the end of your cut, you increase your calories so slowly that the premise is your body won't even realize that you're increasing calories, therefore allowing your calories to get substantially higher over time and hopefully not really putting on much weight, if any at all. So for example, you finish your cut at about 2,000 calories, you increase calories 50 per week. So after only 1 week, you're at 2,050, but you look at this about 6 to 8 months in advance, and your calories do get significantly higher than they were. Also, after this posing update, I am going to take you through an upper body workout just to keep you entertained. The recovery diet is a little bit different. Rather than increase your calories slowly, your goal is to get your calories to maintenance or even a little bit higher than maintenance right away, with the goal of actually putting on some fat to get your body out of that very lean contest phase so that your hormones get back to normal as soon as possible, and so your body is into prime muscle building mode really as soon as possible rather than trying to stay lean. Now, how do you know which one you should do, a reverse diet or a recovery diet? The most important thing is your health. If you could just feel that your body's not healthy, you know your hormones are out of whack, you're not feeling well in the gym, and just mentally and emotionally you're drained, do the recovery diet. Health is more important. Get your hormones and everything back to normal as fast as possible. And I mean, staying lean is nice, but you have to just be healthy first and foremost. Assuming you're healthy, assuming you feel okay, and you want to stay lean, you can do a reverse diet. Now, the reverse diet is for someone who wants to stay as lean as possible and isn't concerned with putting on muscle right away. Believe it or not, some people do not want to get as big as possible and are not actually interested in adding muscle year round. Me, for example, I wanted to stay lean, and building muscle, additional muscle, wasn't exactly a priority of mine. Some people compete with the whole intention of competing, and that's all they care about. Whereas me, competing was more of a byproduct for what I was trying to do. I wanted to get lean. As I got lean, I competed, whereas some people compete, and to compete, they get lean. So if you just want to get lean, then you want to stay lean year round, a reverse diet's probably the better choice for you. Now, some people don't want to stay lean, or they want to stay lean, but they also really want to put on as much muscle as possible. They do a show, and as soon as they do a show, their goal is to do another show and make as many improvements as possible. If that's your goal, you should probably do the recovery diet, put on some fat, get your body in that prime hormonal phase where you're able to actually put on muscle. Because if you're trying to stay lean, it's going to take you much longer to get into a spot where you're actually eligible and even able to put on muscle. So the recovery diet allows you to get to that point much faster. And if you have a show coming up in a year and you want to make as many improvements up to that point, recovery diet is for you. Now, one more thing to keep in mind. Some people mentally can't handle a reverse diet. For whatever reason, after that show is over, mentally, they can't diet. They're done. They cheat the day of the show, which is okay. And then afterwards, they just can't get back on track. If that's you, don't try to reverse diet, because you're just going to set yourself up to binge. And if you binge, you're going to basically just get fat, and it's not healthy. So if you know you're not the kind of person that could stick to a reverse diet, don't do the reverse diet and do the recovery diet. However, if you're someone that can stick to the reverse diet and you want to stay lean, go ahead and try it. But you have to be honest with yourself, because if you're trying to do the reverse diet and you know it's not going to work out for you, that's really not going to be beneficial for you at all. So basically, to sum up, what you should first decide is your health status. If you're relatively healthy and you want to stay lean, go ahead and choose the reverse diet. If you're not in a good health spot right now, hormones are out of whack, you're not feeling very good at all, do the recovery diet. Next, If your goal is to stay as lean as possible and building muscle isn't the primary goal, do the reverse diet. If building as much muscle as fast as possible is your goal, do the recovery diet. However, if you know you cannot follow the reverse diet because it's just very difficult for you mentally to stay in that dieting zone even after a show, do the recovery diet. It's better to follow some kind of structure than try to force yourself to follow another structure that you're ultimately unable to do. So that's basically the difference between both. If you want me to go over either one of these diets in more detail and a plan of how you could implement it, let me know. This video is mostly just to go over the differences between the two and how you should know which one you should do. I'm just getting tired of seeing people say you need to do one or the other, and you can't possibly tell if someone, without knowing what their goals are or what they're feeling mentally, physically, which one they should do, because the reverse diet has its benefits, the recovery diet has its benefits, and you really need to know more to tell someone which one they should do. So if you want me to make another video, let me know. If you like this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing all you guys in my next video.